Hello everyone, it is Phrasmotica here and welcome back to Feed the Beast. As you can see, I've still got my nice little ME network hooked up, got my molecular assembly chamber, all these good stuff in it, and I've got my quantum suit that I made in the last episode. Just look how cool I look amazing. Sprint really fast, that is just fantastic. I redid my tree farm a little bit so that only very few pieces of wood are actually processed here. And all those pieces of wood that are processed here in the induction furnace get sent straight back to fuel the cart, and the rest actually go directly through the ME interface back into the network, and they're then processed into charcoal for my boiler back in the base. And my quarry has excavated two 64 by 64 areas. This one here, this was the first one we did, and then I did one right adjacent to it. And now I'm doing the third quadrant right here, and of course this is all being powered by power converters with steam coming from my boiler. So this is doing very nicely, and that'll supply me with a bunch of extra resources. And now I can run about, not have to worry about falling and hurting myself at all because of this goddamn quantum suit. And I should probably harvest some more rubber, but I'll want to automate that at some point. I'm not entirely sure how to do that just yet, but I will want to automate it. But like I said, that's for another time. So, what else have we got going on? We've got a bunch of EU storage stuff, 4 MFEs, 4 bat boxes, and 4 MFSUs for the stuff that we are going to be making. We've got coke oven, blast furnace still going strong. Actually, the blast furnace we're going to replace in today's episode with something even better. Water tanks for my pump, because sometimes there's a bunch of water in the quarries and you need to pump it out so you can use it. And then down here on the third level, like I said, this is where all the stuff gets processed. All the crafting requests that come from my ME network are all dealt with in here. I've got a bunch of macerators, compressors, extractors and whatnot. And we haven't got the advanced version of the extractor yet. We're going to get the advanced version today, along with some of the things that we're going to be making. But the first thing that we're going to want to do today is something that I talked about in the last episode. Iridium is very hard to come by in the world, which is why I've got all this UU doing for me. Now, as you can see, I've got 9 iridium plates and 20 iridium ingots, so I could make those iridium ingots into plates, and I'd have, 14 of them. But that doesn't matter, because the GraviChestPlate that I was talking about, I've already made all the components for. They took a ridiculous amount of iridium and a ridiculous amount of stuff. As you can see, it takes a lot of crafting to get to these, especially the gravitation engines. My god, do these things require a lot of things. You've got Tesla coils, cooling cores, and all this crap. 60k coolant cells, which is just 10 coolant cells. Well, 6 10k coolant cells. And then the superconductor that we saw earlier. High voltage transformer, all this stuff. And the last piece of the puzzle is our quantum suit body armor. So let's put that into there. And we have the GraviChestPlate, the absolute ultimate in stuff. Now, as you can see, energy level's only at 10%, so I'm going to need to change that. I'm going to whack it into the MFSU, and I'm going to charge it up. Might take a while because, well, actually, that's charging pretty quickly. Already up to 3 million. And once that is done, we will get on with what we wanted to do. Now, the reason I wanted this so badly is because the transport system that I'd had previously was to jump down these levels and not get hurt by all the nano stuff. And unfortunately, when I built the quantum armor, I can't equip a chest pack with the whole thing in place. So without a jetpack, I couldn't really go up and down here easily unless I used the ladder, which just wasn't cutting it. So GraviChestPlate is where it is at. It's fully charged up. Let's whack it in our slot. And if we press F, the gravitation engines are on. Now, even if you aren't flying, the gravitation engines will drain power quite quickly, as you can see. So if you're not flying around, make sure you don't have the gravitation engines on, because you will be wasting power. But yeah, you see, look how much that drained from my MFSU. That is ridiculous. So let's test this thing out. So once you turn the gravitation engines on, you can fly exactly like you would in creative mode, and you've also got the boost button to make you go faster in whatever direction you really want. So this is the absolute ultimate armor. It is just fantastic. And of course, you don't take damage from falling, so if you're in midair, don't waste the energy in keeping the gravitation engine on. Just switch it off and you'll plummet to the ground. You won't take any damage. So this is... I love it. I simply love it. So now we should be able to access each of our floors relatively easily, as long as we have this thing on. Yes, and it's easy to switch it off. Just press your button and that is it. You've got it. So, I said that we were going to replace this blast furnace. And the thing that we're going to use to replace that is this thing called the industrial blast furnace, which is this right here. Now to make the industrial blast furnace, you need all these components right here. You've got induction furnaces, and then you can use... where is it? It's coming up. Advanced machine block, electronic circuits, and then this thing called copper-nickel heating coils, and they require copper and nickel or ferrous in a circle, and that makes 3. So let's go and make that real quick. I think I've got it over in my project table, so we can do that. Project table. Not that. Is it this? Yes, it is. The industrial blast furnace. So let's pick this out, and as you can see, it says that we'll have a blast because Greg is just so punny. This is from GregTech, which is an add-on for Industrial Craft 2. And so, you know, this would be naturally better than the normal blast furnace. Now, this thing on its own does not do the job of a blast furnace. What we actually have to do is we have to make this thing called standard machine casing. We're going to need 34 of these. So we've got refined iron machine blocks, electronic circuits, and yeah, more refined iron plates. So we need 34 of these, which means we'll have to create a group of 36. And the way that we set this up, if I can just remove this bad boy. I'll take these out for now because see, I've got my auto-loading system. That's the problem. Yeah, try it now. See, there was lava inside there, god damn it. Don't want to mess with that. So once we've taken this all down, we'll be able to replace it with something that is much better. So, come on. So many blast furnace bricks. So this standard machine casing is going to be arranged in exactly the same way that the normal blast furnace was arranged. It's going to be 3 by 3, just like this, and then we're going to leave the insides hollow for the next 2. But before we put on the top layer, or I should say, before we put on the final block, we're going to need to go into my toolkit, and we're going to grab some lava buckets. And the reason we're going to do that is because the industrial blast furnace operates on what is called a thermal capacity, and the higher the thermal capacity, the more stuff it can process. And to increase its thermal capacity really cheaply, you just put one lava in that first hollow block, and then another lava source in the top hollow block, and then you close it off, and it will have a better thermal capacity, as it's called. So that is now the industrial blast furnace multi-block structure, but to actually make it work, we just need to put the industrial blast furnace right down next to it on the edge. Now we right click on it, and here it is. It's telling us the heat capacity, which is 1520 Kelvin. And so what do we do with this? Well, let's look at the recipes. With it, you can create stuff out of stuff. You can make this kind of steel and ashes and stuff. All the complex stuff is done in here. So you can use tungsten and steel to make this tungsten steel stuff. You can where is it? Steel and tungsten again. You can make aluminium out of aluminium dust, which is something that we're going to want to be interested in this episode. You can make titanium out of titanium dust, and it actually tells you the heat capacity that it needs for these equipment, for the smelting of these metals, I should say. So we can make the titanium, but we can't make this chrome, which is really late game and really useful in that stage of the game. And then there's this galena dust, which makes silver and lead, and then there's this silicon cells and all this good stuff. But there isn't going to be anything that we can actually use this industrial blast furnace for just yet, apart from that galena dust. Now, galena dust is from galena ore, and we picked up a bunch of it while we were mining, and also the quarry picked up a bunch as well. Not glare, and I really need to try stop hitting F11. I'm just way too good at it. So this galena ore that we got, it contains silver and lead, as you saw in that recipe there, and we can use the blast furnace to finally put this thing to use. So I think I'm probably going to automate that until we get some other stuff that we can actually put in here. But yeah, this industrial blast furnace doesn't have many uses other than that until we've built some other machines. So I should probably take these ME cables down, considering the fact that the stuff that goes in here is going to change completely once everything is done. So let's go back upstairs with the help of our gravitation engines. Oh, so good. And yeah, let's make another machine. So the next machine we're going to make is this thing called the Industrial Electrolyzer. These refined iron plates, an extractor, this electrolyzer, normal electrolyzer, which needs a machine block, electronic circuit, empty cells, and copper cables. And then this thing called a magnetizer, which needs redstone, machine block, and these iron fences, which are just refined iron in a 2x3 like that. So this thing basically makes stuff out of stuff. It can take medium voltage, so I'm going to plonk it down in front of one of my MFEs. And actually, with these GregTech machines, it is very much recommended that you give it an MFE, a dedicated MFE just for the machine, because they require a constant supply of whatever voltage they can take. So let me just get some glass fiber cables. God, I love this wireless access terminal. And this thing should be getting the power it needs. Now, as you can see right here, there's something that you put in, and then there's 4 things that come out. And then there's this right here, and then there's an H2O slot right there. What do you do with this industrial electrolyzer? Well, like I said, you can get stuff out of other stuff. And the recipes that we're going to be interested in, first of all, I said that we would upgrade that extractor at some point, and the reason I want to upgrade the extractor is because it's just too slow. The upgraded version of the extractor is called the centrifuge extractor, and that requires these electrolyzed water cells. And how do you get those? You get it by putting a water bucket in, and you get it out of the industrial electrolyzer, which is why we're building it. So there's a bunch of other stuff. You can get these silicon cells out of sand, which are pretty useful. Clay dust, you can make that into aluminium, which is it takes a bit of time to get, really. That's what I'm saying. And what's more, we can use... nope, that's not it. There it is, bauxite dust, to get lots of aluminium, some tiny piles of titanium dust, and then hydrogen cells and these compressed air cells. This is how we're going to want to get titanium. This is what we're saving the bauxite for. But, like I said, first of all, I think we're going to want to get some of those electrolyzed water cells out of there. So we're going to need some empty cells for this. Put the empty cells in that bottom corner right there. The cells go there, and let's see, how many did I need? Oh, actually, I could just put a water cell straight in there. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Let's go get some water, because I've got an infinite water pool. We need 7 of these, so I'm going to need 1 more. That's fine, I can get 1 more. No biggie. Let's just make an empty cell. I probably should make a recipe, or a pattern rather. But yeah, whatever. 16 more empty cells. That is beautiful. Let's just fill them up. Let's get another 4. Why not? Okay, so we'll put them in here. I'll put the water cell in there. We'll need 7, so let's put the 7 in there, and now this thing is going to process them. And eventually we are going to get our electrolyzed water cell. So that thing can be used in the recipe for the centrifuge extractor. And like all the other advanced machines, the centrifuge extractor will increase the spinning speed or whatever and just process stuff faster over a long period of time. And you can apply a redstone signal to it for it to heat up even if it's not processing anything, or to speed up if it's not processing anything. So this is our first example of the industrial electrolyzer. Now, the other one that I pointed out that was going to be really useful was the use of bauxite in here. And to get bauxite dust, what we need to do is we need to grab our bauxite ore, and I think we need to put it through the macerator, I believe. Or we could put it through the pulverizer and have a chance of getting aluminium, but we're going to be getting aluminium as it is, so I really don't care. And I've got rotary macerators, which are much faster than pulverizers. So let's put some bauxite ore into the macerator, and let's take these electrolyzed water cells out. Thank you, Industrial Electrolyzer. Thank you, Greg, actually, because these machines are wonderful. Just not the hard mode, that's just bullshit. But like I was saying, let's get some bauxite. You know, I have a wireless access terminal. What am I doing? Let's get some bauxite ore, 938 of it, which is a frickin' lot. And let me see if I can put it into the into my export bus that I actually have sitting above the rotary macerator, so that it will automatically process it. It's not in here. Where is it? Where is it? Is it this one? No. Where's my ore processing? There it is. So if I just whack that in there, all of my bauxite ore in the system will go straight into it and start getting macerated. So that's good. Let's just let's let that be macerated. Let's let all of our bauxite be macerated, and let's get some of it out and let's put it into that industrial electrolyzer. And I don't know why I'm using the ladder, because I have a freaking gravitation engine. GraviChestPlate for the freaking win, and I forget about it every now and then. So, bauxite dust, getting tons of it. Let's grab a stack, and it said that there was 12 for each recipe, for each of the stuff in there. But it also said, if I can, it's annoying, it's in the middle of all these recipes. So we need 8 empty cells to go in there, and I've got 12 right here, so let's put 8, no, that's 10. Let's put 8 in there, and then let's put some bauxite dust in. Just one recipe. Okay, here it goes. Now this one is going to take 100 seconds, so it's going to take a bit longer than the others. But hopefully by the time it's done, it'll be worth it, because we'll have that stuff that we can put into the industrial blast furnace. I'm going all Asian. Some stuff that we can put into the industrial blast furnace and then do some stuff with. So, while that's doing, I think I'm going to get onto that centrifuge extractor, which needed extractor, advanced machine block, and the those electrolyte cells, which I'm not really surprised at, because it's pretty much the same as all the others. So, actually, let's make an advanced machine block. Give me an advanced machine block, please. Come on. I told you to craft one. Can I have one, please? Doesn't take as long as this usually. What's happening? Why are you not being crafted? You guys, what's going on? One level up. It's a bit annoying having to switch the gravitation engine on and off all the time. Where are you meant to be going? Where did I say you should be processed? I put you in here? Yeah. So, why are you... I told it to make coal dust, so why are you not making coal dusts? You son of a bitch. Or maybe it's already done them and I'm just too slow. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's done. Perfect. I've just got to wait a bit longer. Sure. Okay, so there's our advanced machine block. I need to be so impatient. There's no need to be so impatient, I should say. And I believe I have... Oh, no, I can craft an extractor. Sure. There's our extractor. So, electrolyte centrifuge extractor. Jeez. So the centrifuge extractor, if we whack it down, I believe it only takes low voltage. So let's put it down. As you can see, it spins at several meters per second, and it will just centrifuge extract rubber from the sticky resin. So, you know what, let me get my gravitool out and let's go harvest some of that rubber. Just strolling along, you know, as you do. Let's get some more and some more. Okay, that's enough. So let's see how quickly this thing does. Oh, our industrial electrolyzer is done. So we've got our aluminium dust, our tiny pile of titanium dust, and these other stuff. So that's good. Might set another bit. Actually, no, I don't have any more empty cells, or I don't have enough empty cells. So never mind. It was up here. What am I doing? And why am I still climbing the friggin' ladder? I have my GraviChestPlate on. I'm going to use it though, just cause. Okay. So let's set it to do some sticky resin. It's going to speed up and it's going to start doing it quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. In fact, this is slow as hell at this speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a lever and I'm going to put it on and I'm going to let it spin up to speed. Apply a redstone signal and it will speed up. I don't know what the maximum is it can reach, but it will speed up and it'll do these things a lot faster as time goes on. And as usual, 3 rubber per thingy. You know what, let me come back to that later because it's just too slow for me right now. So, now that we've got that aluminium dust, I think we should be able to process it in the industrial blast furnace. But we are going to need some power. So, how am I going to get my MFE down here? Am I going to have to build something through here, or maybe I should just... Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll get some power converters or something like that. I'm not really sure. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Just got interrupted for a moment there. But like I said, we're going to get some power to this. I'll be back once I've done that. Alrighty, so I've just got some power coming down from the MFEs upstairs. This thing should get some charge. As you can see, it's actually saying yes. There's some lava inside the actual blast furnace, and it's telling me, yeah, the actual industrial blast furnace monitor is right there. So let's put in some aluminium dust and let's see how quickly this thing is going to do, unless the aluminium actually requires a higher thermal capacity. Does it? Yeah, it needs 1,700. Okay. What we're going to need to increase this thing's thermal capacity are these things called, as opposed to standard machine casing, we're going to need reinforced machine casing. And this uses steel plates and advanced machine blocks and advanced circuits instead of the previous recipe. So we're going to make some of them, and we're going to see how that makes a difference. Alright, so for now we're going to make 12 of these reinforced machine casings, and as you can see, mobs can't spawn on this block, so that's nice. Actually, let's see if we can... Yeah, there goes our centrifuge extractor. That is starting to speed up. That is doing stuff really, really quickly. Absolutely lovely, and I suspect that's going to reach a maximum speed of 7,500 meters per second. I could be wrong, but that's what I suspect. So, industrial blast furnace. Let's replace some of these standard machine casings with reinforced machine casings. Now, the only ones that you can replace for this to work along with standard machine casings, I believe, is if you replace them kind of in a kind of plus sign on the top. So, let's put one there. Put one here. Put one here. Let's put one here. Let me just blot that out while I can. Let's put one here. Let's do one right in the middle in a plus sign like this. And let's also do the layer below. So we'll put one here. Don't escape lava, you bastard. Not a chance. One here. One here. Ah, that machine casing just got fizzled. That's a shame. I can make more, it doesn't matter. You shall not escape. You shall not pass. Okay, so we've got some reinforced machine casings on there. Now this heat capacity's gone up to 1700 Kelvin. So now we should be able to process this aluminium. Now it does take a bit of a while. It takes longer than it does with a, let's say, a normal furnace. But this is an industrial blast furnace, yo. It's going to take longer. And once that's done, it makes aluminium. Now the reason that aluminium is so sought after if you are playing on hard mode is that you need aluminium and also titanium, I believe, if you want to build the diamond drill and the quarry. And these are the things that you need for it, and they take a while to get. And if you don't have too many resources, these things can also take a while to get, which is why I really don't like GregTech on hard mode. So that's why this stuff is so sought after. Now we should be able to do titanium as well if we do some more bauxite. So let me go and make some more empty cells. I think I will. Grab a chest plate. What are you doing? No, I don't have any. I need some tin, yo. Let's get some tin. Alright. Let's make a whole stack. Why not? So let's put some of that back into the electrolyzer with bauxite. And after a while we'll get some more tiny piles of titanium dust, which we can create into one full titanium dust if we put them in a 2x2 circle like this. 2x2 square, I should say. And then we can use that to make titanium ingots inside the blast furnace. Just like that. So yeah, and this titanium, like I said, is used for a lot of different things. You can make it, you can pulverize it, you can make it into standard rails or this rebar thing, but that's really not worth it. Purple metal posts, I've never seen those. This diamond jackhammer thing, which is interesting. Where is it? Plate bending machine, make a titanium plate. I think that's the thing that's the most sought after, because the titanium plate is used, as you can see, in, well, you can make mixed metal ingots using it, but you can also use it, where is it? Okay, I guess it's, well, maybe it is actually, maybe it's along here. Or you can make highly advanced machine blocks along with this titanium and this chrome that I was talking about. Or you can make the rock cutter with it, that's interesting, don't know what the rock cutter does. I guess it cuts rocks. But there you go, the industrial electrolyzer is almost done. Let's wait and see what it gives us. Come on, almost there. Do your thing, do your thing. Almost, so nearly. Come on. You're literally at the top of the arrow. Come on. There we go, we've got some more. So, let's make some titanium dust just by doing this. I'll leave that bauxite to do while I'm doing this. And now, let's go and whack the titanium into the blast furnace. that thing should do. There we go. Got our aluminium right here. We can make that into all sorts of things. Let's leave that aluminium to do there as well. And so yeah, this is the GregTech stuff. They're complicated, but there you go. GregTech is complicated. Let me put some stuff back into the network because I really don't need them right now. So at some point I'm going to automate these things to do their thing when I tell them to. But for now, they are just how they are. That's how it is. So, grab a chest plate, industrial blast furnace, industrial electrolyzer, centrifuge extractor, industrial, all these kind of things. I think we've done a pretty good job today. So, is there anything else that I wanted to do? I believe there was one more thing. Yes, the industrial centrifuge, and round and round and round it goes. So this thing is used for extracting stuff out of stuff by centrifuging them. And it requires 2 advanced machine blocks, an extractor, 4 refined iron plates, and advanced circuits. And that also only takes low voltage, so we're going to whack that right here. And the industrial centrifuge, as you can see, you put stuff in the middle, and it spits it out in 4 different sides, and you put empty cells right here. So let's see what this thing does. Lava cans, more lava cans, ice cell, good god, ice. Aha. Okay, yeah. You can extract sand from dirt and clay from dirt, that's interesting. You can extract that from grass blocks as well, but come on, who picks up grass blocks? Where is the other stuff that we're going to want? Oh yeah, that's right, we'd extract methane, or methane I should say, because I'm English, from raw pork chops, which is interesting as well, from fish and from chicken, and from watermelon, and from other stuff as well, spider eyes. Come on, I'm tired of seeing methane. Give me something new. Here we are, we can extract 14 rubber from 4 sticky resin, which is 2 more than usual, and then get these compressed plants and this plant ball stuff. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, where are you? There's one thing that we're definitely going to want to get. You are, it's not you, it's iron, pulverized gold. It's all pulverized stuff, come on. It's not pulverized ferrous, pulverized shiny. Although we can do stuff with the ferrous metal now that we've got this. Brass blend, come on, where are you? No, 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 no. Just keep going. Lapis, you can extract a bunch of things. Redstone, we can get ruby dust from, which is very, very nice. Because inside ruby, as you can see, there's aluminium, there's oxygen, and there's also Cr, which is chrome. And if we put... oh, that's not it. If we put ruby dust into here... where is it? That's red garnet dust. Okay, that's red rock. God damn it! Show me the ruby dust. Put ruby dust in here. It's not showing me the ruby dust thing. That's interesting. Well, from ruby dust we can get chrome. Okay, from ruby dust we can get chrome dust, and chrome dust is extremely hard to come by. And if we get this platinum dust, which I think we can get from pulverizing the ferrous ore, or how else can we get it? Iridium, well, we've got a chance of getting platinum block, sheldonite ore. Where is that? Where is that? Shiny sheldonite. Where is it? I'm pretty sure there's something we can do to get it. Okay, well I guess we'll have to get this industrial grinder to get it, but once we do, put ferrous ore in there along with these mercury cells, we get 3 nickel dust and this platinum dust. And like I said, the platinum dust we can then use to bring back the industrial centrifuge. We can get iridium nuggets, and of course iridium nuggets can be used to create iridium ingots right here, as opposed to having to use the mass fabricator. So this thing will come in useful for a bunch of different things, but nothing that strikes me immediately. So I'll get this going on the stuff that looks appetizing in between episodes. But okay, bauxite is doing very, very well here. That's going to be just about it. I think that's all the stuff that it will that'll be able to do. How is our stuff doing in the blast furnace? Let's see. Oh yeah, I've got to take the titanium out. Whoops. Right, send that back into our network, and I'll get this all automated between episodes, like I said. And yeah, look how much bauxite dust we have, by the way. 3,500 of it. Isn't that fantastic? Actually, let's check exactly how much that is. Come here, you bugger. Does it go in here? Yeah, it does. See? Oh, iron now. I see, it's done all of the bauxite. Now it's doing a bunch of iron, which it must have got from the quarry. So, sorry, bauxite. Oh, there goes the iron. Oh, there goes the iron. Isn't that quick? My room of machines. Plate bending machine, induction furnaces. This is where the mass fabricator is now, but of course it's all automated, so that's fine. So yeah, isn't this fun? You know, mid-game stuff is just incredible. I really like the mid-game. Really, really like it. So, I think that's just about everything I wanted to show you today here in Feed the Beast. And I think in the next episode we're going to move on to something a little bit different. We're going to get away from all the mods we've been doing, and we're going to investigate a new mod called the modular power suits. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more Feed the Beast videos every week. And yeah, thank you very much for watching once more, and I will see you in the next episode, as I said, for modular power suits. See you then, and goodbye.